Hello and welcome to Library Salad. Today's episode is Who's Ready for Winter? Brought to you by the Monroeville Public Library in Pennsylvania. Hi, I'm Alice. Today, Library Salad, we're going to toss around some ideas and you may say to yourself, are you ready for winter? I'm not, because I try to put that thought out of my mind. My favorite part of winter is when it's over. Funny thing that we're doing this topic of Library Salad today because it's actually near 80 degrees outside, but it will be dropping by about 20 degrees over the weekend. Now, there's an old proverb that says, repair the umbrella before it rains. That's a very good proverb because that's going to tell us that you really need to get things done before it's too late. Similar to when in the middle of winter, if you notice those icicles dropping off of the gutters, that means perhaps there should have been some gutter cleaning before the snow started. The actual animals really do a lot of things in prep for the winter that we do. The animal's fur will actually grow thicker and longer. Sort of the same thing with humans because we actually like to grow the hair longer. People cut it in this summer, but when it grows longer, and a lot of people grow a beard. I like to use these tweezers to make sure I don't grow a beard. That's just me. Also, other things having to do with different colors. Animals' fur, some of them, grow lighter, closer to white, so that it's more of a camouflage in the snow. We tend to go with darker colors in general. The clothing, we have fall colors, winter colors, and even things like makeup, nail polish, all darker colors. When animals come out of hibernation, it's similar to when now humans, it's getting darker, people sleep a lot more. Animals coming out of hibernation will actually be very hungry and cranky. I think that really says a lot of similarities to humans, only the thing that gets the humans out of that mood is coffee.
Are you suggesting we give the animals coffee?
No, I did not. I'm saying that the humans usually have coffee in order to get out of that sort of funk, cranky, hungry, wake up moment. Does that help you?
Yes.
Okay, so a couple of things that we could do as prep. Now you know it's not Library Salad unless we have use of a pool noodle. Okay, drafts next to from the windows or from under doors are really important to eliminate the best you can, because otherwise the hot air is just going right outside. A pool noodle can say cut to the size of the window and the door, and you can either just put it up against it. Some doors have a lot of space underneath it before it hits the floor. If you can cut it and slip it under, that's going to give a nice tight seal. It's probably going to be something you want to use in something you're not door that you're not going out of frequently, because that's going to get a little awkward. Next, all right, boots. When you have, no, we're not going to cook boots. When boots come in wet from the outside, you're just going through all sort of slosh and snow and everything like that. The boot trays, I was going to use an example. I can't find our boot tray. It's somewhere, and we will be prepared for when the first snow comes. But picture the boot tray. There's little grooves in it, and you would think that that would be enough so that there would be enough space for the boot to dry. No. I recommend, find this really handy, is any sort of a cookie tray. You're not going to use that and then put cookies on it again. But if you have an older one that you can sort of donate to that cause, or I actually got this. Where do I shop, people? The thrift store. I think that's going to help you out, because there's nothing worse than in the morning saying the boots aren't dry, but now we're putting them on again. Ice scrapers. There's something about in the summer, these things always pop up in the car. You can always find them. When the time comes for winter, and the ice, somehow they disappear. So check now, find them out, so the first icy morning, you'll know where your scraper is. It sounded like you were going to say something. No. No. Pretend this is a winter shovel. Okay, I wasn't going to schlep this one, a regular winter shovel up the stairs for display, but pretend this is a shovel. I called one of the home box stores that, and asked them today, do you have in stock winter shovels? They said yes. They probably said, is that her calling again? But anyway, the thing about shovels is, if you notice, even on the news, when there's a heavy snow, what's everyone do? They go out and buy a shovel. Why does everybody every year need a shovel? I don't know. Is everyone buying a house? Did everyone's shovel break the year before? It's just a little weird that everyone the night before goes out for shovels. They have them at the store, people. Go out and get it. This is also very handy for bulbs. If you're planning on planting your bulbs for come up in the spring, this is the time to do it before the ground freezes. Speaking of freezing and hands, get yourself a dollar store, really cheap pair of gloves. You know, you've got the really nice leather ones, they really look nice, and somehow during the course of the winter, you're going to lose one. You will never find it again.
It's with the ice scraper.
It's with the ice scraper. But if you have a pair of least cheap gloves, these you'll never lose. Because they're like $1, you won't lose them. The expensive ones, you'll lose. But at least these will get you through the winter and just good for the car when the steering wheel is cold in the morning. Or you have to scrape things. That's another thing that has to go on. At least have a good time with the snow. This picture, close up please, is of my husband and son. If you're gonna have fun, you may as well go big or go home. You could he's got legs. You don't know if you could see that close up, but the snowman has legs. So at least have fun with it. We're gonna take a trip outside for just a minute or two.
We're making a snowman?
It's 80 degrees.
I didn't ask what the temperature was.
We are not, for clarification, we're not going out to make a snowman, but we are going to talk about what's going on out there now. Also, right before winter comes fall, and that means leaves, and the importance of keeping up with the leaves. Now, you may say that you don't have a house, you don't have to worry about leaves. Well, just watch this and you can just keep laughing at me. But these leaves, this was mowed, raked, everything on Sunday. This is now Thursday. Look at the accumulation. The importance of keeping up with doing the leaves is the fact that the leaves will cover the grass, and that means the grass is not getting sun. A lot of people have seeded, and the seeds need the sun. Also, when it rains, the leaves cover it and keep the moisture over the grass. Another thing you don't want to do. Now, this is also a time to cutting back a lot of the plants, the flowers, so that they'll come back better next year. But my friends the deer have decided that they're going to do some of the work for me. What do? They take the hostas and jump down on it. Now, am I supposed to say thank you? I don't know.
Maybe give them some coffee.
Give them some coffee, that's right. What's also happening now, the mums, they're supposed to be deer resistant, but I think this year the actual deer are getting a little bit more picky with colors. With this mum, they decided they like the purple. White, yellow, not so much. So this has been a very odd fall for wildlife. And another important hint is make sure that you clear your leaves away from foundations, etc. And because you know what happens is the little critters around, what are they going to do? They're going to now look for warmth. They want in. And if you've got your leaves and other things near the foundation, you know what? It's just like putting a little welcome, you're invited invitation out for them. You don't want to do this. So have a great winter, enjoy it, but see you next week.